Action.
Okay, so I just did I did 2 videos, but it was from one video talking about online dating and dating in general. So I want to get your opinion about, I guess, before a person goes online to find somebody to marry, because as believers, our intentions are to marry. We ain't trying to be dating forever. But, of course, you do have to have some time to date, right?
I think as believers, you have to date to marry.
Oh, well, yeah.
Okay, let's go.
I mean, as people who believe in marriage, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Does that make sense? I'm not trying
No.
to...
I was just giving you another time. I mean,
okay, so anyway, so what do you... Oh, no, wait. Scratch all that. Scratch it all. So can you tell the people what your experience of online dating was?
Well, my experience of online dating is how I met you.
You can move around.
I'm not gonna move around.
Continue cleaning, because he's cleaning, so.
Hey, that's all I do. Yeah, excuse my mess. It's gonna be better, but it's gonna be a mess. But my experience of online dating, I think it's the best way to meet somebody. And just not even dating, I think meeting somebody online, meeting somebody on Facebook, with random friends, I think it's one of the best way. And the reason why I say one of the best ways in the sense that, somebody can be on the other side of the world. You might not know how to smile, you don't know how to feel, or how to talk, or show it. But at times you can easily ask questions that can be easily answered. And you don't have to feel like, you're asking some confrontational questions. Confrontation, well, whatever. I'm from England. I'm not speaking English.
Okay.
But, it doesn't mean you have to ask. I mean, you can ask any question. You can ask anything. I mean, I think it's one of the most easiest way to sit down on the couch. I know some people say, oh, you're sitting behind a computer, your phone or whatever. And you keep saying that, well, let me put it in a device. Because if it can be a phone, it can be whatever. But you can sit down behind any device you are and just ask whatever question you want to ask. And you don't have to care about, you don't have to really necessarily process how the other person feels or see that reaction, which I think, it's kind of good. I mean, it's the easiest way you can ask any question. And at that point, it's more of, there's less distraction in terms of conversation. Because at times you meet somebody, we all get people. You can meet somebody, to me, I don't think it matters where you meet somebody.
Yeah, no.
In as much as you can do. You can meet somebody online, you can meet somebody, doesn't mean you meet somebody in this growth. You can meet somebody in the church. And doesn't mean they're better off than somebody you met online.
Right.
Or you met on Craigslist. You can find somebody on Craigslist, it's up to you, bro.
Right.
But when you meet somebody, doesn't really matter to me at times. People can say, oh, what about strip clubs? Maybe if you meet someone in a strip club, whatever you find in the strip club, you're going to get what you're going to find in person too as well. You guys are going to end up going to strip club every day. But that's more of a story. But I feel like, I think it's a great experience. To some extent, we were able to iron out things that matters to both of us easily without distraction of, oh, you look good or whatever. Oh, I like your pulse. Oh, I like your wristwatch. Oh, wow, that. There's none of that, distraction. So you can easily just go straight to the topic and point as well. And doesn't mean the person on the other side can easily lie to you. They can easily lie to you just like any other person can lie to you in your face. So,
right.
Disclaimer. But, that's my experience. I think I like that. I like the fact that I can easily just ask questions and make it easy, short, and I don't have to say, oh, I like your perfume, I like your nails, or no, I don't have to. I don't see those stuff, so I can easily go straight to the point. But, and I see it's just like meeting somebody throughout any other avenue, in church, through referrals or whatever. When I say referral, friends and family from church, or friends and family from work, or co-workers and stuff like that, or colleagues or whatever. The same way, other than, you just not seeing that person in person. And these days, what you can even, if I'm not mistaken, I would expect most of these applications to have advanced whereby you can make video. I think when we even talk, we can do video calls. No, audio calls. I don't know if they add video. I know we can do audio calls, but I don't need that video calls. But I don't think most of these apps is be able to do video calls. And, hey, you feel like, they're catfishing you, can I call you? And if they don't want to call you or say no, then just let it catfish you, run away.
Move on
with your life. But I think it's easy. I think people make it complicated at times, but I don't think it's
as complicated as we
complicated
make
what it
it.
is. I mean, just like any other thing you do in life, you know.
So,
Next question, please.
yeah. So what was your what did you actually like about meeting your wife online? Well, I guess you said that a little bit. So
The fact that she's who she says she is.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, how do you say that word? Is like get what you see, or you see what you get?
One of the two.
Whichever one.
Okay, so then what did you not like about meeting someone online?
Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
You want me to use real world scenarios?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I don't care.
Just I mean, in all honesty, I think if we had met in person, I think there are certain things that I probably might have analyzed. And, you know, I don't know if they could have been a deal breaker, but I don't think they were a deal breaker because I ended up meeting in person before I put a ring on you. But,
we dated for 3 months.
But still.
It still was a very short time.
Still a very short time, but I don't think we, like I said, I don't think meeting online kind of, except from just the fact that we went straight to the point and then I knew what I wanted and we filtered it. And doesn't mean I didn't talk to another person like, hey, dude, Janelle,
I hate girl.
Well, what I'm saying in excess is, it doesn't mean you were the one I spoke to online,
but after we became official.
Yeah, but let me break it down. Hold on, chill. I'm breaking it down.
Don't tell me to chill.
Step by step.
Okay, whatever. Keep going.
But the thing there was, I was able to ask you those questions, and you were able to check them out. And that same question was what I asked some other people, and some of them people sounded like that's what they wanted, but you can tell, like, you know. It's just like talking to somebody. You can ask somebody a question, and they can give an answer that they think you want to hear, but you can distinguish this is not the answer the person actually believes in,
Yeah.
So I think that was something I kind of really like in the sense that then some of the faking it, the person like, oh, she ain't about what she's talking about, the quick one was, can you send me $20? I'm like, oh, okay, I can send you $20, but did I send you $20? No.
And then he would move on.
Hell no.
Then you would move on.
When you said 20, I thought my child needs. I'm like,
okay. My next question is
you asked me a question, so you have to move on quick.
What is, if any, what would you have changed about our dating journey? Our dating journey. So not online dating and stuff, but
honestly, I want to say nothing. In the sense that I have to think about this, slowly and calculated way, or intentional way. I don't think there's anything I would like to change. Other than probably the people
yeah.
Even the people that we met, I think they were meant to be at our time of our life. So I don't think, I don't think that stage of my life was something I was like, oh. I just wish circumstances of certain things were different.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
Okay, so my next question, I'm trying to remember it. What are some other questions that I would want to know? Nothing he would change.
My advice?
Your advice?
To people that want to do it online, I'll say go for it. Don't listen to anyone. Do what's best for you. In life and in anything you do in general, I believe, I'm a strong believer of doing what comes into mind. And the way I knew that.
A strong believer in what?
Doing whatever I want to do.
Oh, yeah.
And whatever I believe in and whatever I think feel right. And whenever I want to do something, I'd ask for people's opinion.
That's
and if I ask your opinion, that means I don't really want to do it.
Yeah.
But I'm just looking for, most of the time, I would say 90% of the time whenever I ask for people's opinion when I want to do stuff is pretty much I'm right on the edge of not doing it. And
so then
somebody will talk me out of it.
So then what would you, when you're seeking wise counsel about big decisions, How do you handle that? Because you said you don't really ask people for their advice, because there's a difference between asking people's advice versus asking or seeking wisdom. There's a huge difference.
So when you're seeking wisdom, I think my understanding of wisdom, I think you should itemize the list of things that you are not sure of, that can be confusing to you.
Okay.
And itemize, when you seek counsel, you know what you're seeking counsel for. Like, oh, give me wisdom. Like, wisdom of what? You can come in and ask anyone for wisdom of anything. This is just a broad general topic. But they can give you their own opinion. Like, oh, you can go seek quiet counsel, and then they can give you reasons why not to do it.
Not a counselor.
Well, we say seek wise counsel or whatever, counsel or whatever you guys call wisdom or whatever. Seek wise wisdom or whatever you call it. People, you can go ahead and seek somebody for wisdom, and they can give you reasons why to do it. So I'll say if you're going to seek, just counsel or whatever you call it, or you want to seek advice from somebody, I think you should itemize the things that you're confused about, and you want to know the problems. Do your research, and then underline stuff that seems confusing to you, in the sense that, oh, how do you meet up somebody? Okay, well, I want to do this. I mean, I think most of the time, you can ask the pros and cons, and make sure you try to stay off what you want to get answered, not just having them tell you their own opinion. You can have them give their opinion, but you should have your underlying stuff you want them to give their opinion as well. And seek more than one. Don't just seek one person. Seek more than one. And once you seek more than one, because of two, we can never have the same opinion of something. Like, even though it might sound like we have the same kind of opinion, but we have different reasoning behind our opinions, and you can just itemize it and just see which one works best for you and sounds good to you.
Okay. I mean, I have thoughts about that, because